everyone, my name is Ananda Allawiah. You can call me Nanda or Nan, that's okay. So I'm student from Tridinanti University, and right now I'm 5 semester. Okay. I think you have to ask to me why I take this video, and then I will answer your question. I take this video because I want to make my task, my midterm task, extensive reading Booktalk. And for the mid-semester extensive reading project, I choose an article entitled Theater and Dance in Indonesian in Cultural Life, which I took this article from Britannica website. This article 100% tell about culture in Indonesian, and as it discuss how performing arts, especially theater and dance, are an important part of Indonesian society. So why I choose this reading as my topic for midterm project? I choose this article because honestly I'm interested about cultural Indonesian, about Indonesian arts, and in my opinion, theater and dance are not just entertainment but also a way for our society to convey life values, beliefs, and cultural identity. And in addition, I also want to know more how traditional arts or how traditional culture can survive in the modern development such as today. So, one sentence summary the article Theater and Dance in Indonesia in Cultural Life. The article explained how traditional performing arts such as theater, dance, and music depict or show the identity, history, and cultural creativity of Indonesia. So, brief explanation, this article discusses various forms of traditional theater such as wayang golek, wayang kulit, and wayang wong, which originate from Ramayana and Mahabharata stories. It also explains the important role of the dalang as the storyteller and main actor who brings the character in the performance to life. And in addition, this article also discuss dance dramas such as Sandra Tari, which combine traditional and modern styles, and as well as how gamelan music and visual arts such as batik and carving are an important part of the life and cultural expression of the Indonesian people. From the article, what cultural aspect stood out to you? The most interesting part of this article for me is how theater and dance reflect the lives and beliefs of Indonesian society. From performance such as wayang kulit and wayang wong, we can see that Indonesian culture greatly values stories, symbols, and moral messages. Although each region has different art forms, they all convey the same values: togetherness, balance, and respect for ancestral culture. And then how does the book portray identity, tradition, and our values? In my opinion, this article shows how strong the Indonesian identity is through art and culture, from traditional theater and dance, such as wayang kulit, wayang golek, to sendra tari. We can see that Indonesian society has an extraordinary way of preserving all tradition while remaining open to new things. The values portrayed are also very beautiful. They include wisdom, balance in life, and respect for ancestors and fellow human beings. Every movement of the dancers, every wayang story, and every gamelan melody has its own meaning and conveys a message about life. So through this article, we can see that theater and dance are not just entertainment, but also a way for Indonesians to express their identity and values in life. After reading this article, I learned a lot about how valuable Indonesian culture is. Especially through theater and dance, I feel proud and inspired because it turns out that our culture can continue to survive and thrive in modern times. I also realized that culture is not just something to be watched, but also something to be studied and preserved so that that it doesn't not disappear. And then how does this reading connect to my life, my studies, or my goals? I think this reading also relates to my life as an English education student. Learning about culture has made me feel more sensitive to differences and more respect of diversity. In the world of education, understanding our own culture and other culture is important so that we can communicate and work together better. After I read the topic or the article, I mentioned one key passage of the page. The most memorable part for me was about dance drama or sendra tari, a combination of traditional and modern art. From this, I learned that culture can continue to thrive if we are willing to innovate without forgetting our roots and original values. It also reminded me that we can develop without losing our identity. From the article, the new word I learned is mena. Mena refers to stories with Islamic themes that are performed in wayang golek puppet shows. These stories show how Indonesian theater blends local culture with religious influence. And I quite enjoy reading this because the content is interesting and informative, but the language is a bit formal, so it's a little difficult to enjoy. But even though I still recommend it to my friends who want to know more about Indonesian art and culture. If I could ask the author, I would like to know, is there a version written in simple language so that it is easier for young people to understand? Thank you.